Good morning, YTPC. Doing something a little different today for the drink. Still good. Day 29. Of the Codger challenge. I will probably, well, not probably. I set up a separate challenge for myself during this that I was going to do a full 30 days of videos. Early on, I had like a stomach thing, so there was one day where I didn't, but I made extras to try and compensate for that one that I had to miss. I still posted that day, but I didn't make a video. I should have just made a quick video. I regret not doing it now. Should have just suffered through. What did I learn from the Codger challenge? I never understood the point of music or speakers on a motorcycle. I think one of the joys of a motorcycle is the sound. There's a lot that goes into you getting whatever kind of motorcycle you want. And I think one of those factors is the sound. Having grown up around all that, having grown up around MCs, I think people always want like a specific sound, so hearing speakers is so weird to me. think I learned that I'm a creature of habit. I don't know that I learned that from the Codger challenge necessarily. I think it just kind of reinforced that. I'm one of those people who I walk in somewhere to get something to eat, and there's like that menu hanging up, and it's got like 50 different things. And I just look at it and I go, and that'll go on for a long time unless I just randomly pick something. It's the same with blends. Sorry, you may end up seeing some cars going through my alley. I'm about to head out, and I gotta buy a couple of shirts that are not ridiculously large on me, and I have to buy a new jacket because the one that I have is like a blanket, like a giant billowy blanket. It's like when a kid wears their dad's shirt. So I'm a creature of habit. I think a lot of people are. I think it's kind of a human thing. Even if that habit is going out and doing random stuff. I also learned that if there was a problem sourcing some blend that I was fond of, I could just create something and custom tailor it exactly to what I like or to what I want. I think a lot of that comes in from the flavoring background. Like I was just talking to SoCal Piper, and I want to see if I can find an ounce or two of some old Prince Alberts. Because I'm fairly certain given the background I have and the extremes I'm willing to go to in regards to creating flavors and stuff. Like the extremes of only eating plain white rice and just plain chicken for a month or more to keep the palate heightened. Another thing is another trick I've used rather is prolonged fasting. It heightens your sense of smell and taste. Isolation from other smells is another one. There's a lot of weird tricks, but I'm willing to go through all of them to try and figure something out. And it wouldn't necessarily be a fast process. And it probably wouldn't be 100% identical to anyone who has a palate refined enough to be able to pick out very, very subtle minutiae and changes but I'm pretty sure I could recreate those. And I think that would be interesting. And I'm pretty sure I could grow whatever I needed. Like I've got a large backyard for out here. My property is like 10,000. It's a little under 10,000 square foot, somewhere about there. And the backyard is big enough that I could put a large greenhouse and probably grow enough to get me through the year and to be able to get, some other people through the year. I think one of the factors with some of those old blends, particularly depending on year, age plays a very large role in how they taste. Another thing that I'm not sure people take into consideration is that in a good deal of and a good deal of blends. The humectant they use is PG based. So over time, that's also going to kind of do its own thing in regards to changing the flavor. I only know this because my background is in this. And when I find something interesting, truly interesting to me, it becomes all consuming. And I had an eidetic memory before the cancer and dying, and then after that I lost it. And then more often than not, I'll have to have someone tell me their name 10 times before I'm able to remember it. But when that all-consuming need kicks in to learn something or like to figure something out, it comes back. And then whatever it is I'm trying to learn, I pick up instantly. Like for what I do, I picked up I don't know, 7 or 8 years worth of information. In about 3 weeks. I just locked myself away and forgot to eat, forgot to sleep. And all I did was absorb information. That being said, I'm fairly certain I could recreate, as long as I had a decent sample size of whatever I was trying to recreate. One to put into memory, or like, you know, enough to be able to put it into memory, and then sample different stuff, and then find the corresponding pieces to make the whole. Fairly certain I could recreate almost anything. Now, how long it would take, that would be a different story. I've been watching everybody's videos today after I get back. I've got to, well, I don't have to. I want to. I want to sit down and try and get as close to fully caught up as I can. Still got to go through Carrie's. I thought I had notifications on for hers, but I guess I didn't. I was looking that up last night before I went to sleep, and I saw that for some reason I hadn't. So I put them back on, and or on. Maybe I just only thought I did. I'm gonna be going through watching those, and then I'm also excited to start going through leatherneck pipers videos. He's been at this for a while. And just from kind of glossing over real quick and trusting Carolina Kirk and some of the others, which I do in terms of recommendations and all that, it sounds like he's got some really good videos. So I'll be going through those. If you watch my stuff and I, for some reason, have not gone through your videos, I apologize. You should put a comment. Be like, hey man, pull your head out of your butt. Go check out my page. What's going on? Quit messing around. Come on. Something like that. I know there's a lot of channels that I haven't even been able to check out yet. I'm sure there's a lot that I don't even know exist. I'm gonna go through the comments on Piper Paladin's video today. Probably go through it sometime this week, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at the comments and try and figure out who has videos, and then I'm gonna go through and watch. So I may get to him late, and I apologize for that. I was watching Wenzel's World last night. He had a video entitled "What is a Man?" I think it was. Or what makes you a man, or what? I think it was "What is a Man?" Great video. You can hear the conviction in his words when he's speaking on that. And I'm not sure I have that. I don't even think I'm a man. Not by the definition I would consider in regards to that. Go, buddy, go back out. So my stepfather is an owner-operator, and he's been in my life since I can remember. If I had to pick a definition of what a man is, it would be my stepdad. When I had cancer, he was working 16-hour days, driving truck, and he was doing this so that my mom didn't have to work during that time, so that she could be at the hospital with me 24/7. And then when he would get off, instead of going home and going to sleep, he would come to the hospital, and there was a few weeks that I was in the ICU, and he would come in, and he would sit there, and he would spend time with me. And then, if you're familiar with, sorry, my eyes may be a little wet right now. It's allergies. Those are the things you remember in life. Just piping, putting in the long hours, working weekends. Those are the things you remember. It's the sacrifices to give the people you love something. So being a trucker, I'm sure there are a few who watch and understand. I know trucking Piper, he does long haul, and he's got a lot of hurry up and wait. My stepdad does port and like LAX pickups, drop offs and whatnot, and a lot of that is you get to where you're picking up the freight, and then you sit there and you wait. Could be 5 minutes, could be 6 hours. So all the I think all the guys that worked at the companies that he normally goes to pick up from or drop off to knew what was going on. And he would end up sleeping in his truck while waiting to get his dock. So that was his life for a few months. And that's a lot of sacrifice. I think that's what, to me, that's what being a man is. And I think like Wenzel said, it's an ongoing process. I think it's also trying to better yourself. Trying to better those around you. Trying to make their lives easier. I also think trucking is often a thankless job. I think a lot of jobs are thankless, honestly. So if you're working one of those jobs, you have my thanks. The video has kind of gone long in the tooth here. I don't know if anybody even watches videos this long. I keep thinking about just piping. And Carolina Rose, but just piping because he had the work, and the working on the weekend, and then on his day off, having to rewire the car, take care of all that stuff. And then the annoying thing about that is it'll probably happen again one day in regards to the squirrels. And then I keep thinking about the work, because his work, because my stepdad, and it makes me think, how many people actually spend the time to say, I appreciate you, and I appreciate the sacrifices you make, so that the rest of us are able to have what we have, get what we get. And again, there's a lot of jobs like that. I never considered mine to be one of them. Carolina Rose is having a, well, I hope she's having a better week now. I just watched her video. It was a short one. It was really good. She has such an amazing personality and disposition that I'm fairly certain things are a lot harder and a lot more annoying than are conveyed. And I'm sure the frustrations are ones that just kind of build up. And then you're left with a lot of frustrations and the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. I guess what I'm getting at in this is if you appreciate someone, if you love someone, let them know. Because you never really know what someone's going through. And try to be kind. Anyway, what blend am I trying first? So I plan to continue the Codger challenge through tomorrow. Like I said, it ties into the personal challenge for myself of doing a full 30 days of videos. Or a full 30 videos. Pardon me. Which I'm sure I've already hit, but I'm still going to do it. So after the challenge, I got a bunch of, well, maybe you saw the Yaba, maybe not. I got a bunch of stuff from Walt. Carolina Kirk 70. If you're not following, go follow. I think he's just shy of 100, and then he's gonna do a giveaway. Awesome video. Very kind man. On the thankless topic from before, I feel like he's probably also in that same area, you know, where people don't even think about it. You know, the stuff that he has to do to make sure they have what they need, you know, make sure they can use the things they need to use. So, my thanks is included to you as well, Walt. So, I'm going to be smoking one of the blends that he sent. Now, the first one that I'm going to smoke is going to be Plumber's Crack, which was his Codger Challenge blend. And I will make sure to give you my thoughts and opinions on the nuances of Plumber's Crack. Anyway, this is definitely the longest video I've ever made. I gotta go buy a couple of new shirts. I gotta go buy a new jacket. Gotta come back. I gotta take Luna for a walk. Got some other stuff I gotta take care of. I should probably figure out food at some point because my stomach has been growling violently since $5 o'clock yesterday for some reason. I tend to only eat one meal a day. And I'm not always healthy with it. Like yesterday, all I had was some Chinese food, and I only ate like half of it. Man, was it delicious though. They, if you're making fried rice, I recommend that you add some broth to it. Chicken broth, beef broth. When you're making the white rice, use that as the water, or as a portion of the water. It makes the white rice delicious, and then when you take that white rice and you make it into fried rice, it is a cut above. I've been to this place a handful of times. It's just a hole in the wall Chinese food place down the street from my house, literally within walking distance. Yeah, it's a cash bowl. I think it's cashed. That looks pretty cashed. She's got a little life in her. I normally get the chow mein from there. Decided to try the half and half fried rice, half chow mein yesterday. I think I'm going to be getting the fried rice from now on. Anyway, this is definitely the longest video I've ever made. If you make it this far, I am sorry for taking up all of your time today. Maybe you were smart and put it on in the background as kind of like an audio thing, hopefully. Anyway, have a wonderful last day of the challenge for most. Enjoy yourselves. Let me know what you're going to be breaking the fast with, as Easy Embers put it. I'm hoping Easy Embers goes with Salty Dog. I've never tried that one. I was just looking for it, and I couldn't find it on any U.S. sites. So if any of you guys know U.S. sites of where to get that, like, shoot that in the comments for me. I'd love to try that one. Sounds really good. Anyway, hope y'all have a good one. God bless, and thank you. I do appreciate everything. Yeah.